Hello everyone, welcome back to ballin'burgers. My name is Colin, I'll be your entertainment for the afternoon, so sit right down and enjoy the show. Alright guys, so my last video, as you saw, it was an unboxing video of a new scuf gaming controller, and I absolutely love the look of it and everything like that. And I got a chance to play with it a little bit on, as you can see, some Black Ops 3, and I'll let you know what I thought of it. So first I'm going to let you know, after looking at the controller, I noticed some kind of like quality issues, you want to say. I don't know if you can see on here, but I'll try and really show you, like, I don't know if it's gonna, anyway, I don't know if you can't really tell, but there is a gap between the grip. Let's see, can we zoom? Whoa, right on me. Yep, there we go. Not me, not me. So I don't know, as you can kind of tell, I'm trying to figure this out. My camera wants to zoom on something else. There we go. There's a little bit of a gap right here. I can get my fingernail in between there. As you can kind of see, it's a little bit of a gap. Kind of a nitpicky thing. There's a couple, even up here, there's some gaps. Like you can kind of see like the whiteness. Oops, there we go. You can kind of see the white part of the controller there. Up here, same thing. Just some nitpicky things. Yeah, it's not super like important. It still feels great in the hands and everything like that, so that's pretty nice. As you can see, I did take off the fangs on here, the long R2, L2 ones. I like them, they're kind of nice, but the way that I rested my finger on them, because I like to rest my finger a little bit further back, like I like to have it on this edge part right here, and I don't know, it just seems, after playing a couple of matches with these ones, I may go back to the fangs. I don't know, I wanted to switch to see if these were any, like, felt nice or anything like that. Yeah, it's all about preference. You don't have to buy those. Again, when you first buy the controller, it'll come like this with these, and then if you wanted the fangs, you'd have to pay extra for them. So that's one thing. But yeah, getting used to the controller, actually getting used to these, I'm still not super comfortable with them yet. I'm still working on them. Still trying to really implement them to be part of my game. It's really hard to get used to it because, again, I've used regular controllers who never had these paddles, so it's hard to remember to use these. A couple of times I'll be wanting to aim down the sights and I'll click this button instead, just because that's just my hand, just kind of like when I want to press a button, I kind of crush my, like I squeeze these on my normal controller. Here, I'll grab a normal one. When I want to hit L2, I squeeze my hand, like, so it's not just my finger moving, it's my whole hand that I kind of squeeze. So that's something that happens with this controller, is when I want to look down the sight, I kind of hit that button too sometimes. Something that you got to be wary of. I'm trying really hard to, like, you know, I'm relearning how to play all my video games again. I just really got to remember what I have to do. This light makes me look like I have a unibrow. Anyway, so yeah, overall the faceplate feels really nice. The grips are really nice. I like the grips on the back here. Really make sure my hand, oops, I don't want to do that. But yeah, it really like makes my hand stay where I want it to stay. That's really nice. And something I didn't realize that I noticed that I actually really like is the thumbsticks. So I don't know if you can see, but the thumbsticks are the concave. They're like the Xbox 360 controllers. I actually have one right here for you. Yeah, they're like concave in like this 360 controller. So they're not bumped out or anything like that. So it's kind of like that, which is nice. And then the pads, the thumb pads themselves are kind of sticky. They have some, it's not an adhesive, but the rubber on there is like, it has a little bit of like a weird kind of, I don't know, it's like I don't even know the word that I'm looking for, but it's like a super rubbery. So it's not like the smooth kind of, it's got a little bit of texture to it. So definitely my finger doesn't slip as much. That's really nice that my finger doesn't slip as much for that. So I can feel it. I can definitely feel like the grippiness of the controller. Maybe I should have disconnected this first. Oh well. But anyway, Yeah, so like it's a little bit sticky, not like sticky like it's on your fingers sticky like gum or anything like that, but it has that extra little grip. So I actually really enjoy that. I like that it gives you that little extra stuff. That Scuf Gaming took that extra little mile and just made it awesome. Awesome. Would I recommend other people to buy this? I actually had to move around these to play Call of Duty. Because I play tactical, so I use this button. I click the R3 button to crouch, and then so when I got the controller, the left one was to jump, and then the right one was to do circle, which is, if you play regular, is to crouch and stuff like that. And I don't do that. My circle is to melee, so I had to change these buttons around. So if you play tactical, I would definitely recommend getting that EMR key. I have it right here. I don't know where I put it. Here it is. Definitely recommend getting this EMR key. It's super important to get that if you play tactical, or if you have a lot of games in your library. Just so you can switch these around and change what they do. Right now, the way after playing a little bit, I changed my setup. So this is my jump button, and then this is my reload button. So that's kind of nice. So because I tried doing the left hand, and my left hand, I jump a lot more than I realized. So my left hand was kind of like cramping up a little bit, and it was like, I don't know. So I like to have all my action to be done on my right hand. So jump, crouch, everything here is right here like this. Boom, 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 everything's right here, and then this is like the secondary movement. So again, just reload. I could have had something else. I was thinking about putting something else. I had it originally as swap weapon, but I hardly ever carry a secondary with me, so then I was like, I'll do reload instead, because when you reload, you have to hit square, and that's taking my finger off the controller, off the thumbstick, so I decided to go for square. So if you do, I definitely recommend the EMR. I think it's an add-on that you must have no matter what. Even if you play Call of Duty, if you play Call of Duty, EMR will definitely help, so then you can be comfortable with it. I'm glad that I got it, because if I wouldn't have gotten it, I would have had to jump with this and then circle. I would have had to change my controller completely and how all the buttons were laid out and everything on the game and not on this. So I can still play the way that I want to and what's most comfortable for me, and yeah, and then I'll be able to use it for other games as well. I'm thinking about putting in another game, maybe No Man's Sky. I got that game, kind of been playing that a little bit, exploring, and with No Man's Sky, I'm going to have to change the buttons too to do something a little bit different. So my overall review of this, I would have to say, if you're not going to be a, let's say, if you're not really important to Scuf, let's say you're just a regular kind of person like me, you may have some issues when ordering it. I had an issue when I ordered it. They sent me with the wrong faceplate. They sent me with just a black faceplate instead of this red digital camo. That was annoying, so I had to ship it back, and then they had to ship it again, so I had to wait an extra week basically to do it. The machine quality, or just the quality of it, some of it is nice, but then other parts, small details of it are like, come on guys, you could have stepped your game up a little bit. So overall, like, machining quality and everything like that kind of upsets me. I wish I would have taken a little bit more pride, a little bit more something with it. So it's okay. It's not, like I said, if you're just a normal person, I'm not going to care about it as much compared to if you were like sponsored by them or something like that. So that's a little bit something to think about. Second of all, if you're not a hardcore gamer, or if you're just a very casual gamer and you don't really care, I would say this controller is not for you. Definitely not. Just because this is intense, this is a lot. If you are really super competitive, not necessarily competitive, but you want to do well. For instance, like Call of Duty. I like to play Call of Duty a lot. I like to play Call of Duty very competitively. I want to be at the top of the leaderboards all the time. Like, I don't care if I'm not like MLG or anything like that, but I'm kind of like those, what do you want to call them, semi-pro? I'm not even a semi-pro, but I take my gaming seriously. If you don't take your gaming really seriously, then don't bother getting this controller. However, if you do if you have a ton of games or something like that, and you do want to step your game up, I would definitely recommend getting this controller, and then on top of that, getting the EMR key. Again, if you do happen to buy this Scuf gaming controller, if you want to buy it, get the EMR ring. It'll save you a ton of trouble. Then you can even customize this controller even more to how you want it. So yeah, that's basically my review and opinion of the scuf gaming controller. Only get it if you want to step your game up and if you are somewhat of a hardcore gamer, thinking about going pro or wanting just to be at the top of the leaderboards at Call of Duty that you always play. If you always play Call of Duty and you want to be at the top of the leaderboards, I would say get this controller. It's a pretty penny. They basically start out, you can also send in your regular controller. So I could send in just a regular PS4 controller and I'll actually get some money off. It'll be a little bit cheaper than if I just built this from scratch. And so basically they start off with the base package is like 170 or something like that, somewhere around there, 150. If you get just a basic, already like pre-made like one, but if you go and customize it, you can range anywhere from like 170 to 250 bucks. I kind of went on the lower side. This was 215, maybe 230, somewhere around there. So yeah, like I said, I got the EMR, the fangs, and I don't know if this is added, but the control stops slash the adjustable thing. I got that just because it's for Call of Duty. And yeah, you can customize so many things. You can get these thumbsticks a little bit taller. Or you can get them, like I said, you can get them like a PS4 one, or you can get them like the 360. I like the 360 thumbstick, so I went with that. And yeah, it's a lot of customization options, which is really cool. You can be as cheap as you want, or you can be as expensive as you want, which I enjoy that. But yeah, that's going to be my final product review of the scuf gaming controller for PS Infinity. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.